JiggyJaguar.com. Email Jiggy at kjagradio@kjagradio.com. And check him out on myspace.com/JiggyJaguar. You are singing and zagging with Jiggy Jag. Jiggy Jaguar.
What's the website? What is it? JiggyJackass.com? Okay.
He's a jackass.
Jaguar shit go.
No.
He's a jackass.
JiggyJaguar.com.
www.jiggyjaguar.com.
JiggyJaguar.
At www.JiggyJaguar.com.
24/7, 365, and available worldwide on the internet. This is the #1 talk show online, the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the one show that all others blatantly copy. When they say internet radio or podcasting, they really mean us. The world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show, the psycho pervert from hell, and the rabble-rousing ringleader himself, Mr. Ross Long, in the building, as they say.
His hand is in the picture.
Exactly.
Waving.
As they say. And I don't know why they're saying it, and I don't know who said it, but I know that I just screwed that whole thing up. We've got... I used to be able to fire that out like crazy when I was on 92.7. I said it every day. Now,
You're not with 92.7 anymore.
No.
You got
I'm
rusty.
not. I got Rusty. That's right. Not Rusty, the band, the Rusty Wright band. No, we'll get into that here. They'll be on next
Rusty
week.
Righteous.
The Rusty Righteous band. That's a Christian country music band. Do they have Christian country music? I don't think they do. I think that's like an oxymoron.
Christian country music?
Christian country music.
I thought most country music was Christian.
Christian.
Unless it was Texas hippies. But that's metal, isn't it? Isn't that
Yeah.
that's kind of southern metal.
That's southern metal. They have Christian hip hop, which I'm sort of a fan of, and then there's your favorite genre of Christian music, Christian heavy metal.
Yes, I love it because it doesn't matter, if it's the most, detrimental lyrics that a 5-year-old could ever hear. As for being bad and devil worship and backtracking and everything, or Christian heavy metal, you still can't understand it. It's all. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what's what Christian heavy metal, man.
It all sounds like Swept Aside. Well, kind of a mixture between Swept Aside and who's that other kind of metal local band? Breakpoint, yeah.
Breakpoint Method.
You can actually understand some of their lyrics.
Yes, and that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad. We've got...
but then we have one of the original heavy metalers coming later in the year, isn't he?
Yes, indeed.
Late in the year.
We've got the original... What is it? The original lead singer of Iron Maiden,
Paul Di'Anno, I think his name is.
his name is.
And that was my era. I went and saw Iron Metal when they were hot back in 1982 in Kansas City Memorial Hall. Along with Girls' School. I guess they're still around.
I love Girls' School. At the Girls' School!
Yeah, they actually got, a few MTV hits or something. And then, of course, the headliner act was Scorpions. They were big back then.
We love the Scorpions there.
But that was back when in heavy metal that you could actually follow along the lyrics and, sing along with them. It wasn't just this whatever metal has become.
There's
nothing against it.
No.
I want to see hip hop heavy metal coming real soon.
Hip hop heavy metal.
So
I think that might have been Limp Bizkit. It might have been the shot at it. I don't know. Maybe not.
Isn't he dead now?
No. No, Fred Durst is still alive.
Oh, okay. I mean in a performance.
In a performance sort of way.
Sort of money-making, yeah.
Sort of money-making way.
Okay.
Well, this week on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show, we have scheduled to be with us We are scheduled to have Naomi Banks, less than 2 hours away from Naomi Banks, which was posted 13 minutes ago, which means that I guess she's going to be on in the 3 o'clock hour.
Now, is she a porn star?
She is a porn star, yes, indeed.
And you've seen her material?
She is a...
You've done research on her.
Yes, NaomiBanks.com, and that's Banks as in BANXXX.com. She's up for an AVN award, by the way, an Adult Video News Award.
Dang, she looks like a big, tall, black chick.
That's right.
She is a big, tall, black chick.
That's right.
Like that chick over in Junction City.
In Junction City at the strip club.
She's like 7 foot tall.
The 7'5" stripper. Have you guys ever seen a 7'5" stripper? Our good buddy, Mr. Take Yo Bitch, Weasel Wiesel, he made a comment one time. He's like, "That's a big bitch." So that's we love Weasel. He's great. We might have to introduce Bars Franklin and his friends here to the world famous Super Dave. They might even already know what the Super Dave is, but the drink known as the Super Dave. I tried to introduce Super Dave to the midgets yesterday, but I couldn't remember what was all in it. But
it's not too difficult. Pretty much equal amounts of Bacardi 151, Red Bull, and orange juice. Make it a double. Put it in a 16-ounce glass. That'll fit all your ice and all the beverage, and goes down smooth as water. But boy, it hits your empty stomach, and it just forces you to go 3, 2, 1, super. And it gets people to talk. It works here on the radio show.
Oh yeah, we had these Wichita rappers in here one time, and there was supposedly a ban on me in Wichita with hip hop artists not being able to appear on the show because of some woman down there who the tube, as you call her.
You are the one who's...
She'd made a ban, and all the Wichita rappers were like, "Oh no, that's bullshit. There's no ban. We fed him some Super Dave." Apparently the Wind wants to be on the show too today. We fed him some Super Dave because we had actual Super Dave here making the Super Dave. And after they had like 2 or 3 shots of it, they're like, "Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what's going on down there." And they just started wilding out and going nuts. So yeah, the Super Dave is kind of like a truth elixir. It's hell of a deal. But let's get into it. We've got first of all, let's chat with Bars Franklin, the big star. What's going on, brother? And give us a little on your background, bro.
All right. We got here straight out of Topeka, Kansas. I got a label, Gorilla Music, ENT. Working on a lot of things right now, mixtapes. I got an artist that didn't get to make it. He goes by L Train.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you guys earlier on, I brought you guys
look at that.
Covers.
We got covers, the whole 9 yards.
Covers. I got to do my job.
Covers, I got to do my job.
Nice
cool.
cover for you. Then,
y'all did that.
It's
y'all
all
did work on that?
Yeah, we all worked on this, profited in. I got somebody who does graphic designs for us, so that's some of his work.
I want to learn how to do those text effects.
I couldn't even help you. I don't know nothing about it. I had 2 other guys, but they couldn't make it. But I brought the other 2 that I could. But like I said, my name is Bars. Gorilla Music is the label, ENT. I got I Demand Respect coming out real soon. I'm trying to get it everywhere, not just Topeka. So, first steps Kansas City. I got to get it in Salina somehow, of course, since I'm down here.
Cool. So you're all out of Topeka?
Yeah, we all are.
And you perform in Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City area?
We perform wherever we can.
Okay.
I'm going to let these 2 introduce themselves.
Yeah, jump in there, gentlemen.
It's your boy Young B, you know what I'm saying? I'm representing No Face ENT, you know what I'm saying? Straight out of Topeka, Kansas. Doing some big collaborations with my homeboy Bars over here, you know what I'm saying? We got big mixtape coming soon, so y'all better watch out for that. We got a bunch of projects coming.
Good stuff.
Yeah. It's your boy, the Atomic Bombay, man. I represent Bombay Records. That's what it is. It's a Midwest thing, man. We're going to be worldwide. Show y'all how it's going to go down, man.
Now, Bars, tell me about how you got started doing this hip-hop thing. How'd you get started in the business, bro?
Man, I've been doing hip-hop since just young, in like seventh grade.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 23 now. I'm not too old, but, you know, that's been a couple years.
Yeah.
And, you know, just a couple years ago out of getting to high school and everything, just started putting everything together to do it professionally and seriously.
That's cool.
So, like I said, I've been doing that since about 05.
Yeah.
I can say for the most part. This is my first project I've been releasing. I've been working on it over a couple of amount of years because I want to take my time with it. A lot of people like to rush into their music, but as far as my work ethic goes, as long as I just move at my pace.
Yeah.
See, when people aim to get into the industry and things of that nature, you got to move at their pace. You got the luxury of moving at your own pace when you're not. So I'm just pushing for Topeka. There's a lot of other dudes coming out of Topeka, you know, so we all talented. We all here.
Yeah.
Well, we need to hear some more from the eastern part of the state. I know the Kansas City hip hop market is kind of tied up in their own thing, isn't that right, Jiggy?
Pretty much. That and then you got all the Clip Up Gang and all those guys.
Yeah.
Nelson L.
And they pretty much got the whole thing tied up there, but we want them to come out here a little more.
They pretty much. I would love to see, you know, more of the.
I'd like to see the Clip Up Gang
Especially
bring as their
that one
guests,
guy.
bring as their guests, our guests in the studio, and another. We need to introduce Central Kansas to some more Eastern Kansas hip hop here.
Yeah, definitely. I'd have to agree. I think a lot of people be sleeping on Topeka, you know what I'm saying? And personally, being from Topeka, I know there's a lot of talent in Topeka, a lot of talent that really gets kind of passed over, you know, because maybe we ain't, you know, that big of a town or whatever, but we got some things coming, and, you know, hopefully I want to be part of the movement that puts Topeka, or not just Topeka, but like y'all was saying, Northeast Kansas, on the map in the hip-hop scene, because we got real talent. You know, we got real people that can really be out here that's just as good as the people you out here listening to on the major radio, on your FM radio and stuff. We got that in Topeka, Kansas, believe it or not.
Now, being something that we've kind of over the last, I don't know, probably year and a half with Ross that we've been, you know, he knows hip hop. He worked on the first Cypher show, you know. He knows what's going on with hip hop. Mm-hmm. But I've been trying to introduce him to this like juggalo rap stuff. And I know that you guys, from what I've heard, that have, I guess there's kind of a little bit of a movement in Topeka with all these little juggalo guys. How do you explain the white rapper juggalo face painting clown people? How do you explain this?
And before you go into your explanation, I have to tell you my attitude, my experience is that this juggalo white rapper are these Eminem wannabes. And it's really not real hip hop. It's this clown act. It's almost. It leaves me limp. It just ain't there. Your reactions.
Really though, I don't even know about that, man. Like, come to Topeka, I guess there's people out here that I guess be making stuff like that, but I don't.
But it's not a big force.
It's not.
It really
though. If there's anything really going on in Topeka right now, there's like a few names, not even like really movements, just a few people whose names are known throughout the city. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know nothing really about I mean, I know there's people who do that, but like I said, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, we don't condone that.
Don't
like
condone
I don't condone that. So
that's the way to put it. I would say
I haven't heard any type of Juggalo music, no Juggalo artists. I've never seen these people in Topeka. No websites from people in Topeka, none of that.
You lay no claim to it.
I don't know nothing about that.
To me personally, I think that would give us a real bad name, the little name we trying to get now. So
I don't know. I almost make see it as it makes black rap look better. I mean, a more refreshing show to go to a true rap show. And I don't like to really put race into it or anything, but these white guys just don't.
Really?
I don't know. They might have been raised on the street and all, but they're kind of gutter gangsta wannabes who still live in their mom and dad's basements at age 28,
blogging on YouTube.
I know some white boys in the city that can spit though, for real though.
Okay,
but not no juggalos.
Yeah.
No. Right. They don't be painting their face. We don't get down like that. All that.
I think it's just an attention getter sort of thing. I don't know.
It's got to be. There's got to be something going on there. But when we get back, we're gonna play some of Bars' music. And we're gonna do a little bit more chatting with Bars Franklin when we get back.
Good stuff
here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar show.
Don't forget the Access update.
Yes,
coming
Access
later.
update is coming. Yes. Our porn star is coming.
We've got porn back on the website.
We've got porn back on the website today. I want to thank everybody for checking us out at basementradio.net today. Also, JiggyJaguar.com. And livestream.com/JiggyJaguar. Hang tight. We'll be back here in just a few. Here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Show.
The JiggyJaguar.show is brought to you by .com.